Hey everyone, it's Mitch. I'm here with the Puck Dogs. It is Free for All Friday, and that means all the questions come from our live audience, unless you guys don't have any questions. I got Rod and Chris with me. We got a small, but we got a schedule. Well, of course, we're going to be back today. We're doing a Super Bowl props show, which is pretty interesting. Got my new light, but I don't have it turned on. It would help. Let's see what's going on. I got this for traveling. It's like it's not very good. As you can see, all my videos on the road were really dark. But I think for sitting at my desk, it might be good. Let's see what we got. There we go. How about that for lighting? Okay, so it is Free for All Friday. Can't make it. I can make this actually maybe even a little bigger. Should I make it red? Do you think that would make people get it? I'm not sure. I'm not showing that anybody's watching us, so maybe it's not working. There we go. Oh yeah, we changed the sides up. Here, we'll fix that. There we go. Oh, I'm on the wrong camera. You gotta do it again. There we go. Back to normal. So is there any way that I could get this Team A versus Team B so that people will really see it? How about we change the color? Go with a different color this time.
You gotta try something other than green.
There we go. We'll do it in red. I'll put it at top. Okay, right here. And then the questions I'll put at the bottom. There we go. Morning. Morning. Of course, it's Free for All Friday. Chris, how's it going?
Fantastic. How are you?
Good, thanks. Rod?
Going good. Another day above ground, so good day.
Team A versus Team B with the point spread or total is the format. I can't make it any more clear than that. I guess should I try making it bigger? My flight is 6 hours, but it's not really even the 6 hours that gets you. It's the time change. Let's see if that it's too big. All right, let's see if we can make it. I want to make it as big as it can to fit in our space. There we go. I think that is as big as we can make it. But I want to see. Morning. I mean, it's just a 2-hour time difference, but it goes the other way. So it's like I'm just getting used to being on the other time, and I'm getting used to being on the other time zone, and then I come back here. So it's, instead of it being 5 in the morning, it's 3 in the morning. Of course, the other show I do at 4:30 a.m. to spread knowledge, and that's why I don't want to do it anymore. But we'll do spread knowledge videos, and I think they'll be more effective anyway. I'm gonna do a lot of hockey. So we got a question: Thunder versus Suns. I've done this game 3 times, so I've struck out here. I'm not doing it anymore. But Chris, you like this one, Thunder versus Suns?
Yeah, this is one of the games I was keyed in on. I like the Thunder, and it still goes back to their form this season on the road. And I'm still not a huge believer in the Suns right now. I like Oklahoma City laying the point on the road.
Rod?
I like OKC on the road here. Give me OKC -1.
VCU -1 versus Rhode Island. This line's inverted, I guess.
I'll take Rhode Island. I'm not a fan of VCU against the number this season. I think Rhode Island at home needs sort of a statement win when it comes to the A10 standings. So I'll take Rhode Island here.
It's kind of that time of year.
I'll take Rhode Island too. They've been looking pretty good the last few games. Give me Rhode Island.
And that's college basketball and conference play. That's what I have to say about it. Colorado, Stanford both falling short. That's college basketball, conference play. That's what happens. Stanford, I think, is... I'd be a little worried if I was a Stanford backer and fan. Losing to Cal and then losing again last night. Losing, not good. Morning. Rangers minus on the puck line versus the Red Wings. I just did this pick also.
Yeah, I'm on the Rangers on the puck line here. It goes back to what any team against Detroit, right? So I think the Rangers have been playing pretty well at home, so I'll take Detroit on the puck line here.
Yeah, I'll take the Rangers on the puck line too. Detroit's back on their losing streak, 0-6, trying to make 10. But give me the Rangers here at home.
Practice golf clubs are back in the back room. That's what happens when you're out of town for a few days. Your stuff gets cleaned up. And that's what happened to me with my practice golf clubs. My regular golf clubs are in the shop, getting reshafted. I think the shafts I had on my clubs were just, I don't know. I just didn't like the distance I was getting on it. The ball flight was good, but I don't know. It just seemed that I was sacrificing a little bit of distance for ball flight. So I'm just too old to be sacrificing distance. You know what I mean? It's like I don't hit the ball as well as far as I did when I was younger. So I can't hit it as far. So I don't know if you don't golf or if you do golf or whatever. The shaft has a lot to do with the ball flight, you know, whether it's a high flight or a mid flight or a low flight. And just because you hit a high ball flight like I hit just doesn't mean that you always have to sacrifice distance. You can hit a high long drive, high long balls. Look at the pros, right? I mean, I'm not saying I'm a pro, but I'm certainly hit the ball hard enough and square enough that the ball could go farther than how I'm hitting it. So when I'm a certain distance out, I'm hitting like a 5-iron now, when the guys I'm playing with are hitting like an 8 and 9 iron, which is a much easier club to hit. So I just switched shafts to a graphite shaft, to a stiffer graphite shaft, to really the top of the market graphite shaft. Let's see if that helps me out. If not, maybe I just pack it in and quit. Anyways, let's see. We did this game. Team A versus Team B on the point spread. I don't know how much more clear we can make it here. Lakers, Portland over 230.
I'll take the over. I think over 230.
Rod?
Yeah, I like the over as well. Overs hit 5 or 6 for the Blazers the last 6 games. Overs cash for the Lakers, 7 last 9. Yeah, let's go with the over here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this game plays out. I kind of lean to the over, but I don't like it. Which will be having the Super Bowl show on Sunday morning. We have a show every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not really sure what the question is here. I mean, have we missed a show? I mean, even yesterday I did a show, and then I think I've said it about 100 times as to what the situation was that I was traveling, and then I don't know. I don't understand this question. And then we have a Facebook group where people give out picks all day long. So I don't understand this question. You guys, Chris, do you understand this question? Can you help me? Somebody, Rod? You guys know? I mean, you guys tell me. Is there something here that I'm not doing right? Because if I get questions like this, it means to tell me that I'm not doing something right. What am I not doing right here? Okay. So we have a Facebook group where people give out predictions all day long with thousands of people in there, right? And how many posts a day? Hundreds and hundreds of posts every day with people giving out picks. Have I not made that clear to everybody? Is there not something on the website that says that? Is there not something that we do on the show? Every day on the show, I have the Facebook group URL across the bottom. Is that not clear enough? Or should I write on there, give out your picks today in our Facebook group? That's what I'll do. I'll do that. So obviously, you can always try and make it better. I'm not like mad. I'm just trying to figure this out, man. I'm trying to make things better. And obviously, if I get questions like this, and people don't know that our show is every day at 10 o'clock, and I say in the videos too, 365 days a year, 7 days a week, I'm still not doing something right. I'm still not making it crystal clear that I would get a question like this. Just like this, right? It's like, I did a video on that game. It's like, right here, man. We do this every week. It's like, not hard, man. Here we go. Rod. Over under 6.5 in the Caps versus Senators. Stop playing around over there. Not in the mood.
Scared the heck out of me. It'd be close. I think I'll lean under. Give me under there.
Chris.
I'd say like a 5-1 game.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean towards the under too. It's just I don't know if Ottawa's gonna be able to hold up their end of the bargain to contribute. So I see it being a 4-1, maybe a 4-2 game. So I'll take the under here as well.
If I knew Ottawa was going to score 2 goals, then for sure I'd go over. But you can't guarantee that Ottawa's going to score 2 goals.
Yeah, I think Washington's going to blow them out, right?
Yeah.
It just seems there hasn't been a lot of hockey games recently, so I'm going to guess the guys are chomping at the bit to get back on the ice, and we're going to see the better teams really flex their muscles, right? Vegas versus Carolina on the money line. Chris?
Yeah, this was probably the game that I went back and forth the most on, but I take Carolina laying the minus 140 at home. They've just been a really good team at home, and Vegas struggled going into the break. They lost 6 of their last 7. Maybe they all-star break to help clear their heads, but until I see it, I'm not going to buy into it. I'm going to take Carolina minus 140.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I waffle too. It's like Vegas. Do I take Vegas? No, I can't. You got to see what they're going to do after this break. Carolina's 6-1 versus Western Conference teams at home here. Give me Carolina on the money line. I'll lay the 140.
We got 85 people watching and 29 thumbs up. If you could hit the thumbs up, it's greatly appreciated. Helps us a ton. Should take you about a half a second. No, I didn't bring the curtains. No, I had no time to play golf in Las Vegas. I went to Top Golf. I went to a party there. I really don't enjoy that Top Golf. That was the first time I'd ever been there, and at least I've been now. But I really don't. It was okay, but I just felt stupid. It's like, we play like a team event. Like they put people in teams, and there's like, everyone has like 37 points or whatever. I have like 958 or something. It's like my first shot, I hit it like 190. I'm like 6 feet from the little flag stick. It's like people are like, oh man. And then I just felt like a jerk. I just hit like a 9-iron the whole rest of the time. No more than that. I hit a couple drivers into the back screen when we weren't playing the game. But I kept hitting it off the back. They have like a back where all the TVs are. So if you hit the back, I think it's 0 points. They have like a trench where it's like if you can hit the ball into this trench back there. But it's pretty much luck. to get it into that spot because you can't see it from where you're hitting. Wright State versus this is Milwaukee Panthers. Chris?
Yeah, I like Wright State laying the points here. Just Milwaukee hasn't been a team I've been looking to back against the spread for the most
They're
part.
not good.
Yeah, so I by default I'll lay the points with Wright State here.
I'm not saying their Vandy stink, but they're not good.
Their Horizon League stink.
Yeah, well, Horizon, they own the Friday night games. Remember, Wichita State used to be in the Horizon. No, they were in the Missouri. They were in the Missouri Valley. Yeah, they're in Missouri Valley, but they played in these Friday night games all the time. They used to. Yeah. And Butler though was.
Got to take Wright State here. 7-3 last 10 ATS on the road. Milwaukee's 1-6 the last 7 at home. Yeah, they stink. Give me Wright State here.
I stayed at the MGM Signature, and oddly enough, Chris had stayed there right before me, but not in the same room. But this time I stayed at the MGM Signature. I used to have the place in Vegas. I lost that in the divorce. Nuggets versus Bucks -9.5. It's a lot of points in this one, but I don't know. I'm not betting this thing, but I would say it's a lean to the Bucks because the Nuggets are on the back-to-back. The Bucks are just playing. I mean, that record is off the chain. 41-6. Chris, you care?
Yeah.
Wait, go ahead, Rod. Go.
Okay.
I would take the Bucks here. Nuggets on the back-to-back, like you said. And Bucks are usually at the -15, -16. Bucks at -9.5. Usually that line's higher. Give me the Bucks at home -9.5. And I think everybody's all over the Denver bandwagon right now too. So give me the Bucks.
Yeah, I think if anything, that low line would probably be trying to get people off that bandwagon to go to Milwaukee. But I don't know. Even on a back-to-back, I still think Denver can at least hang within single digits. I'll take the 9.5 with Denver here.
Tim Reynolds wants to run our show. Said that he wants you to have your subscribers give out predictions. Yeah, we have a Facebook group where people can give out their predictions all day long, or they can make YouTube videos on a YouTube channel and give out their predictions. I'm not really sure I understand the question. That's all I was saying. I mean, isn't that what the Facebook group is? Where people give out their predictions. I'm just lost. I don't understand I don't understand the question. Oh, on the show. It doesn't say that. On the show. A two-way thing. I don't want to do that. It doesn't make sense. No one's going to see them. It's like in the Facebook group, at least there's accountability. It kind of just stays there. In the YouTube, it kind of just comes and goes. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to do it that way. Yeah, it's Team A versus Team B with the point spread. I'm not really sure how hard that is. I'll tell you, I think I'm just not going to talk the rest of the way. Chris, I'm just too crabby. It's just not coming across well. Chris, you take it, and I'll just throw the questions up.
All right.
Wait, I'm going to put them up on the board here. Here you go. Harvard versus Penn +1.
Yeah, I like Harvard here. I just think that Penn's as good as they've been at home, and they just beat Temple. I just think Harvard's the better team, and getting a point with Harvard sounds good to me. So I'll take Harvard here.
Yeah, I love Harvard here. They're 6-0 straight up on the road. Their last 6. They're 10-1 the last 14 versus Penn. They've dominated Penn. Give me Harvard +1.
Oakland +2 at Detroit. So Tim Reynolds is saying that was just an innocent suggestion. I guess it was, but I didn't understand it, and I was just asking, what does this mean? What am I doing wrong? I just didn't understand the question because it wasn't formatted. It didn't say that. Can I suggest that maybe we do the show where the viewers put in their suggestions? I really didn't know. I didn't understand the question, and that's all I was asking. And you guys are hammering me for it, and that's fine. Oakland +2 against Detroit. Chris?
Yeah, the line's got some inverse line movement, gone from 2.5 to 2, 76% on Detroit, but I'm still going to take Detroit at home here. Oakland 2-8 straight up on the road, 6-3-1 against the number on the road, but they're probably getting a lot more points in those situations. I just think Detroit at home, 500. I'll take Detroit laying the bucket.
Right.
I'll go the other way. Give me Oakland plus the points here. I think Oakland's always seems to show up and play Detroit real tough. So give me Oakland here.
I don't think I'm running to the window to bet this one though.
No, me either.
Maybe you're clear. Maybe I'm helping the people who just tuned in. How many shows have I done? I mean, I know the Puck Dogs only came on at the beginning of NHL season, but how many live shows have I done over the past, since they instituted that you could do live shows? Over 1,000, I would say. I would say well over 1,000. I've done, in a lot of cases, I've done 2 to 3 a day. So I'm just not quite sure. And I say these things over and over again. I'm not quite sure how I'm not making it clear. So if you guys can help me make it clearer, as I say almost every day, please let me know how. My email is mitch@pickdogs.com. I just try and make it better. But it's like, if I'm not doing that, then maybe I shouldn't be doing the show anymore. I really don't know. Maybe some people will write about me. I have no idea. I give up is where I'm at.
This is your show, not. This is not.
I don't want to say I think I'm done. I really think I'm done. To be honest, I think this could be the last show. Anyways, Memphis at New Orleans, over under 241. Chris?
Yeah, I like the under here. I just think that total is really high, and I mean I know both teams are capable of reaching that number, but I think my math before the total came out was closer to around 238, 237. So I'll take the under here.
Yeah, I like the under as well. Give me the under 241.
So before I block this guy, I just want to address this, and this is going to be the last thing I say on this entire show. No, it's 4:30 in the morning. I got off a 6-hour flight. I slept about 4 hours over the last week, and now it's like a 2-hour time difference. So it's equivalent to 2 o'clock in the morning for me. That's why I'm tired, and the attitude comes from the same stupid ass questions all the time that we go over every single day, and you've heard them. So there it is. There's the crappy attitude. Now I'm done talking. You guys can handle the rest of the show. Hang on. There's been no talk on the Super Bowl because we only talk about the games the day of the game. That's why. Blues versus Oilers.
Yeah, I like the Blues here at -135. These low lines just keep showing no respect really to what the Blues have done all season long. I know the Oilers are at home, and they still got some talented guys on their roster, but I just think St. Louis is playing better as a whole, and they're worth the play at minus 135 here.
Yeah, I like the Blues here as well. I think the Blues come into Edmonton here and get the win. They've lost their last couple on this Western road trip, so give me the Blues here.
Over under Harvard Penn.
And I'll take the over here, 143.5. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll go under. Give me the under here.
Denver, Milwaukee, over under 223.
I'll take the over.
Yeah, I like the over here as well.
Blazers, Lakers.
I think the Lakers come out firing for this one, playing some emotional ball. I like the Lakers laying the 13 here.
Yeah, I think you got to go.
Oh, sorry.
I think you got to go with the Lakers here. Give me the Lakers minus a 13.
Yale minus 14 versus Columbia.
I'll go Yale minus 14. I just think they're the team to beat in the Ivy League this year. I think they put the hammer down on Columbia here.
Yeah. I think so.
NKU minus 2.5 versus Green Bay.
I like NKU here. I don't have much faith in Green Bay. I think they're 1-6-1 against the number at home this season. Northern Kentucky's a better team. The line's small. I'll take Northern Kentucky all day here.
I'm going to go the other way. Give me Green Bay plus the points.
I mean, there's all these questions in here. Nobody put the over on, the point spread or whatever. All right, that's all the questions we have for today. Chris, you want to do a recap? Well, hold on.
Sure.
Hold on. There you go.
So we'll start on the ice. I like the Rangers on the puck line. I like Pittsburgh in regulation. Washington minus 1.5. Carolina minus 140. Like Boston in regulation. St. Louis minus 135 and Tampa Bay on the puck line. 3-team puck line birdcage. I like the Rangers, Washington, and Tampa Bay all minus 1.5 at plus 1064. College basketball, my two strongest plays for today. Northern Kentucky minus 2.5 against Green Bay, and Akron plus 2 against Kent State. NBA, I like Dallas plus 9.5 against Houston. Memphis plus 5.5 against New Orleans. OKC minus 1 against Phoenix. And Denver plus 9.5 against Milwaukee. Other games that we covered with the Free For All Friday, I like the over in the 143.5 Penn Harvard. Rhode Island plus 1 against VCU. Harvard plus 1 against Penn. And Detroit minus 2 against Oakland. And the NBA, I like the over 230 in the Lakers game. Over 223 in the which game is that?
Bucks game.
The Bucks game. Thank you. And the under 241 in the Pelicans Grizzlies game.
Rod, it's you.
Okay, let's start with the NHL here. I like the Rangers on the puck line. Give me the Rangers on the puck line minus 1.5 plus 120. I like the Penguins on the three-way. I think they win in regulation. I Washington. I like Carolina on the money line. I like Boston on the puck line here. I think they come in and throttle the Jets. I like the Blues over the Oilers. Blues on the money line. And as well over the Ducks. 3-teamer birdcage for me is all on the puck line. Washington, Boston, Tampa, all on the puck line. NBA today, I like the Raptors minus 4.5 over Detroit. I like Memphis plus 5.5 over the Pelicans. I like OKC minus 1, and I like the Lakers minus the 13. College basketball. My top 2 plays. I like Wright State minus 5.5. I also like Niagara minus the 6. So, or Niagara just kind of 3-point shooting is just way better than Marist. And Marist they just don't defend it very well. So give me Niagara minus the 6. And I love that Harvard plus 1 over Penn. Those are my top 2 college plays. The things I took from the show, Rhode Island minus 1. Green Bay plus 3. NBA, I took for the show Portland over 230. The Pelicans under 241, and the Bucks over 223.
I don't have any picks. I did videos on all of the picks for today. Sorry if I was a little crabby today, but I've had literally not a lot of sleep and a time change. If you don't like our show, that's okay. You know, there's a lot of other shows out there to watch. I know they're not as popular as our show, and I know that they don't do as many shows as we do or as many videos, and they don't show up as consistently as we do, and I don't even know what some of those guys out there are doing at all, to be honest with you. But we do the best that we can. At the end of the day, I'm human, man. I'm just a person, just like you guys are. I have good days and I have bad days, and I have good moments and bad moments. I'm not going to sit here and just take pot shots and everyone tell me, that, I have a bad attitude. I have a bad attitude because people are taking pot shots at me is not okay. I'm not going to sit here and be your piñata because you lost or because I gave out a losing pick, or anything like that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to do the best that I can and give my opinion on games. That's really all I do. If you bought my premium package and you lost, well, then you got my email and hammer away at me if I deserve it, But sit here on the live show for this and get hammered, for people to ask the same questions over and over and over again, I think it's unfair, and it's unfair to the rest of our audience. I try and do what's best for the most people, and I think going over the same things over and over and over and over again isn't part of that. If you have things about this show that you want to see or that you don't like, I have an email. It's called mitch@pickdogs.com. It's very, very, very easy to contact me. Most people that contact me, unless it's in the middle of the night my time, get a response within 5 minutes. And you can ask anybody that. So I'm not really sure what the issues are here. If you have suggestions for the show or things like that. But if you're going to ask about things that we already have available and have had available, I don't understand it. It's like if I say, hey, do you want a cup of coffee? No. And then you make a suggestion. You should give us coffee. It's like, what do you want me to do? I mean, I don't understand. I'm just a person, man. I'm just a normal person, just like you. I wake up in the morning, I have my coffee. Before I do anything, I come on and do a computer pick show. The last thing I do before I go to bed, post 30 YouTube videos on picks for today's games. I'm doing the best I can do. I know it's not good enough for everybody, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm not apologizing for anything else. Anyways, bringing you guys back. I'll be back this afternoon. We're going to do our Super Bowl props bet show. I said that I think 3 times during this show. I think I said it last night during our show, and I think I've said it enough times that the format of this show is and always will be, except on Free for All Fridays. We cover the day's games. We don't care if it's the Super Bowl. To us, that is just another game. I understand it's the Super Bowl to the world and to all those other people. That's not us. To us, it's just another game. The Fairfield versus Marist game, I say this all the time. And this is what makes the Pick Dogs community different than everybody else, and what makes all the communities that I've been part of different than everybody else. We don't care if it's the Super Bowl. The Marist versus Fairfield game, I did a video on it. It's equally as long as what my Super Bowl prediction video is going to be. It's the same video. You throw in 5 or 6 points, you pick a team, and it's like you're watching the Super Bowl every single game. And that is the premise of our entire existence online, is that we treat every single game exactly the same. Whether it's the NHL Finals, whether it is the Red Wings versus the Kings, right? We treat it exactly the same because I'll tell you what, my money that I bet on the games, right? It's exactly the same, exactly. It spends exactly the same. It costs me exactly the same. We treat every game the same. I'm not really sure how many times I can say it, but I guess I'm not saying it enough. It's like, I think it's respectful to everybody that watches the show every day to treat it that way. And 90% of the picks that we give out are an opinion. I don't bet every game on the card. I don't bet 30, I don't bet, every college basketball game and every NBA game every day. I do a video on it because people want to know my opinion. If I don't give my pick out, all I'm going to do is get a million questions every day, emails, the Facebook messaging, right? The worst of the worst, right? The Facebook message, right? It's like, seriously, you want to get blocked from messaging me? Message me. It's like, I can't stand it. You want to message the Facebook group or whatever, the Facebook page, and ask a question there. You know what it's going to say? The best way to contact us is by email, mitch@pickdogs.com. That's the answer there. So, I don't know. If anyone has suggestions to what we can do, if you don't like it, you don't have to come, It's like, I don't think anyone's holding a gun to your head saying you got to go watch Mitch. If they are, well, I didn't hire them. So, anything like that, anything we can do to make the show better. I'm not doing something right, so I think I'm doing a lot of things right, and I'm making a lot of people happy. I think these guys, they probably do more right than I do. But the thing is, I think I must not be doing some things right. I must not be. I must not be making things clear. I must not be. I must not be letting everybody know the resources that are available to them at Pick Dogs. And to be honest, in my old videos that I did at the other site, I used to always say, this is what I used to say at the intro. Hi everyone, it's Mitch from blank, here with your free dog of the day pick. Of course, we've got free picks on every single game, every single day at blank. But as always, our best bets are at blank, premium, and premium plus, right? That's what I used to always say in the videos. I don't even say that anymore because I don't want my videos to sound like an infomercial for my premium section. So maybe I'm not doing a good enough job to say that these picks are just an opinion. My best bets are here. And I think that's what I'll start to do starting today. And I'm going to do about 100 videos today, right? Because we got 104 college basketball tomorrow. So I'm going to do, 25, 30 videos. I'm going to do all the NBA. I think NBA's got a monster card too because they don't want to go up against the Super Bowl either on Sunday. So I'm going to do a bunch of those. I'm going to do spread knowledge. But I'll add that. See, the reason why I don't have that at the beginning anymore of the videos is people say that it takes me too long to get to the pick. So it's like, I want to get to the pick, So it's like, I don't want to have it be, the whole idea of the video is to advertise what we have, right? It's like, it's not just to give the pick. I mean, that's obviously I want to give the pick in my opinion because people want that. But it's also to let people know who we are and what we have available. And it's like, I haven't said much about the premium area on there at all. I've said zero about it, right? And that's what pays the bills. I mean, this doesn't pay the bills. This doesn't even pay for these guys. So, which, I mean, you can see they're not living all that well to begin with. So, it's not like I'm paying them, ridiculous amounts of money here. But so it's like, that just tells you how little this show makes. But maybe I should start doing that from now on, and letting people know that these are products that we have available. Or maybe I'll have it scrolling across the street. Maybe I'll do what some of the other guys do, just have it all over. Or I'll just run a different coupon code every day and act like I'm giving you a deal. It's like, be like Kohl's. right? We're the Kohl's of sports handicapping. Everything's always on sale. It's like coupon code, dogs, coupon code, spaghetti, coupon code, craps, coupon code, French toast. I don't know what to say, Guys, I'm so wide open to suggestions at this point because things are growing fast and it makes it hard, because things are growing way fast here at Pick Dogs. So it's like I'm bringing in more people. I've got everybody working, I got these guys. We never had these guys on the show before. I've got more writers. Our writers are covering more games individually than they've ever done before. It's like I've got my nephews working. Like whenever you see the Twitter posts or the posts on Facebook about our articles, my nephews are doing that. They're at college at Ohio State. I got my wife working. I got everybody is all hands on deck. It was our tech team, round the clock. Ask Chris. It's like you have a problem. Our tech guys. Notice how this site and once the other site over the past year, how it went down all the time. Notice how this site never goes down and how fast it is, right? It's like, this is how it's done. But anyways, I appreciate everybody. And if me being crabby with a few people takes away from that I care, I apologize for that because everyone knows it's probably the opposite way. I care maybe a little bit too much, I'm kind of like the Sam Kinison character in Back to School, It's like I a little bit over the top about it. So I don't know. I do my best. Probably I'll be in a better mood maybe I'll shoot a good golf score today and I'll be in a better mood for the Super Bowl props. Haven't gotten in touch with Monahan. We'll see if we have. Chris, you going to be too busy to join us, or you think you can make it?
I'm going to try. I still got about 15 games to polish through today. So.
All right. So that's not much.
Yeah.
It's nothing for you. I saw that Chris, like last month, so I just did all this stuff today. So last month, Chris, in addition to being on the show, wrote 422 articles last month for January. That's sick. That's almost 15 a day. That's crazy. Plus, he does a show every day. No idea, man. Not good enough for everyone, though. Chris, you suck. Anyways, Chris, what you should do on your articles is really, what you should do is give your pick at the end.
So don't hesitate. Like if someone's asking me to move their washing machine or anything.
Yeah, no. What you should do is at the end of every article, you should give out your pick.
Now you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna finish off the article and I'm gonna have a picture of me just sitting there like, and then
and then give out like some stupid ass prop bet, It's like, buy 6.5 points. I love the handicappers on like Instagram. It's like I bought the 34.5 points. It's like I'm 68-3, and it's like it's always like some ridiculous teaser, right? Like a 36-point teaser. It's like LeBron James over under 34 points. I bought 31.5 points. Nailed it. It's like,
+4 or -4,000.
So we got a good question here from Anthony. Is that Chris Ruffalo? How do you pronounce your last name, Chris?
It is Ruffalo, but I just got
Ruffalo. I've been saying it all along like that, but I don't really know. I've never asked. Yes, it is. One and the same. See, Anthony, Anthony, the light bulb has just gone on for Anthony, and that's awesome. It's like he just figured out you're the same guy whose articles he's been reading on the site for years, right? He just figured out.
I don't
awesome. That's the whole idea.
I don't have French toast in front of me, so it's hard to sort of differentiate the two. But
anyways, though, if anyone ever has any suggestions or any new shows that they'd like to see, like we're going to start doing a tennis show. I'm kind of working with the tennis guy. He doesn't understand how we do things as far as our shows. So he wanted to come on and do a show for like the semifinals and finals and quarterfinals of the Australian Open. I said to him, if I haven't been covering the event from day one and the night before the whole thing started, then I don't want to do it at all. Either we do the whole thing or we don't do it at all. You know, that's how I do things. I don't think people are interested. I think you have to let people know you exist. You can't just jump in. These are like the websites that come up, and these are the people that write to me and say, I really want to write college basketball. Yeah, it's March 16th. It's like I think we got it covered at this point.
Or the national championship game was yesterday. It's like I can write a game about yesterday, about how the game went yesterday.
Of course, I knew I would get a lot of. Emails today. I knew I would. Gotten to, of course, Richard Hawley, who started the whole thing. Started the whole situation today. Generally, he's a guy that emails me all the time. He's one of those people that just emails you constantly. But we'll figure it out. I'll unblock him. We'll get it all back together. Anyways, I'll see you guys later on. It's either going to be at 4 o'clock, ish, or we should do it at the 5:30. I honestly think the 5:30 is a better time. If you guys can do it then. If not, we'll talk to Monahan. We'll see what we can do. So it's either going to be 4 o'clock or 5:30. I apologize for being crabby. It is what it is, man. I'm tired. It's like Free for All Friday. Maybe we should just do away with Free for All Friday. It's like maybe that's what we should do, because we had the free for all every day, and it was kind of like this. I felt like this every day. Yeah, I think a lot of people. I've heard this before too. Is that doing videos? I was just at a conference, and I was explaining to people in other areas like what we do with video and what I do with my daily videos, and how I slaughtered my competition with my site being up just a couple months. How I slaughtered them in YouTube, and I think a lot of people were really intrigued. These are people I've known since I first started my first site, and they love what we're doing here. I will tell you that. And I can't go too deep into a lot of the other stuff, but I will tell you this much. I ran into probably, I've been going to this conference for about 10 years. So they've known me since way back when, right? A lot of the people there. And I would say there are probably, 500 people that go to this conference that I know really well, that I've known, even if it's just like a casual, quick conversation every year, or some years it's like we go to dinner, some years it's just a quick conversation on one day or the other. But I will say like in a undertone passing here, that we got two major partnerships at this conference. Major partnerships in the sports industry. Two of them that I'm excited to make that announcement. I just need to tighten it up. But we have two major partnerships that I'm going to talk about coming up with guys with names that you will certainly recognize. Not like, some sports whatever, that maybe like someone in the east corner of Western Europe knows. I'm talking about like the mainstream of mainstream guys. The four initial guys and the three initial guys. Those guys. But everybody that I went up to said, when I told them what we were doing at Pick Dogs and how fast it was growing, they were just like, no one is surprised. Everybody knows, and they'd be more surprised if it wasn't going like that, So they were just, most people, I didn't really explain to them what was going on. I think a lot of people know. And they were just like, you've never had anything to worry about. It's like, because I think that what we do, we just do it differently than everybody else. I think other people I think everybody else misses the mark. I think that they miss the mark, so if you have questions about your own experience on the site, like Devin does here, just send me an email, mitch@pickdogs.com, because I can't look at it right now because I'm talking to you guys. Anyways, we're way past the talking about sports section of the show. I just wanted to apologize if I offended anybody here. I just try and make things better. If you have suggestions, the best way to do it is mitch@pickdogs.com, not during the live show. Anyways, thanks again, Puck Dog. Sorry for talking your ear off. I don't know, man. I didn't give out any college basketball premium picks today, so let me just go quickly. Those of you that have hung in. I really like Princeton over Dartmouth, laying the 6. Dartmouth stinks, man. They're the Vandy of the Ivy League. Maybe Vandy should move to the Ivy League. They certainly have the academics to get in.
They do.
How about Fairfield plus the 6.5 at Ryder? What do you guys think of this one? Did someone ask this question?
No, they didn't. But
I mean, Ryder has just looked terrible recently, right? I mean, just terrible. It's like Fairfield 6-4 against the spread in their last 10, and they're 5-4 against the spread on the road. I mean, Ryder 5-1 at home, 3-7 against the spread in their last 10. They have, I mean, they're my new Davidson. They're my Davidson. Now the Davidson is, Davidson must have seen my video. And, but Ryder, I mean, they've won their last 2 games, but they've covered once. And it was a pick'em, that they covered. Outside of that, I mean, they had gone 3 games in a row with nothing. They won at Marist. They lost to Iona. I mean, Iona's got like 5 wins all season. One of them is against Ryder. I don't know, man. You tell me. Anyways.
Too many points. It's easy to go with Fairfield there, I think. Or is it too easy?
How do you obtain the channel? How do you obtain the channel ranking? How do you obtain the ranking of your channel and your competitors on YouTube? There's various softwares out there that can tell you exactly how many subscribers a day your competitors are getting, how many subscribers a day your competitors are getting, how many views a day your competitors are getting, and it will do a comparison to them. So, like, on my YouTube, let's see if I can get to the channel. Let's see if I can show you real quick. I don't think I'm allowed to show you versus competitors right now because, like I said, I'm in a legal situation. But so like here's on my screen, you can see like this is how many subscribers we're getting a day. See, you don't have this on yours, That's saying how many subscribers a day. And here's our views the last 30 days. So like yesterday was a low day. We had 41,000 views. You can see, here's how many views we had. And then if you go to somebody else's channel, like if we go to, I don't know, if we went to, who has a YouTube channel that we care about? We go to someone that's going to kill us, they'll kill us. But if we go to, I don't even know, man. Who has a YouTube channel that isn't one of our, like, doesn't have a legal claim against me? Chris is like, well, that pretty much wipes out everybody.
I'll start another one.
I don't know, man. Like, if we go against, like, obviously, like, CBS or ESPN are going to wipe us out, but who would we say that has a YouTube channel? So, like...
I have a YouTube channel. Just use me as an example.
I'm not really sure what I can say that it is. It is. Let me see. If I go to, all right. These guys don't have a lawsuit against me, but maybe they will now. so like. Here's here's us versus, you might have heard of these guys. Okay, so here's us versus them. We're the blue line, number of subscribers per day. And then here's views last 30 days. We're the blue line. So all this stuff is readily available on the internet. There's services that you could pay that are just like that. And it's that easy. And then that same service has that big comparison that I've shown. I mean, it's tough to like Fairfield, Tom. I just don't like Ryder. What's my best bet out of all sports? My best bets can be found in the premium area. Cornell versus Brown. I swear to God, I'm gonna start saying that a lot more. I am. And I don't care. I'm gonna unapologetically say it. I also I had a conversation with my lawyer 2 days ago, and I asked him, like I told him how I sometimes won't say the actual name, but I'll say it rhymes with whatever. He said that that's questionable as well. I think, while most people see the value, the comedy value of it, they say that, could be construed. Said, what if it rhymes? What if I didn't say SBR and I called it, it rhymes with Hortz Look Danu. All right, man, I got to go play some golf. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. See you guys later. There's videos on every game today. So you can go to YouTube and get those. Appreciate it, everyone. Sorry for the rough attitude. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to wake up. Check out Spread Knowledge, and we'll be back I hope to do it at 5:30 Eastern Time. The Super Bowl props show. I got sheets and sheets from every casino saying all the different prop bets are available out there. So have a great day.